Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, but more important, happy you. Happy who you really are and whose you are and the connection that we have with all that is. And you please use the words that work for you when you think of your higher power or God or source, or some like to think of it as the divine feminine, the divine mother. It really works best. Good morning, welcome. Yeah, I know. It's a little, it's on camera, but you can sit on a yoga mat if you want to. Because you can bring a pillow over. You can actually listen. You can actually do some poses if you get bored. Yeah. Well, you can though. That's almost not a bad idea. So welcome. My name is Tom. What's yours?
I'm Shelby.
Shelby, nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm the co-founder of Soul of Yoga, and we had this going on some years in a row, many years. We had 11 o'clock inspirational, we call Soul Talk. We still call it that now. And we're rebuilding it back up. But what I've been saying is you are everything. Really, each of you bring everything because you are everything. Let's just hold out, since our name is Soul of Yoga, let's just hold out that we are this immortal, unlimited, untapped, infinite potential essence called soul. Some call it self, S-E-L. In Sanskrit, the word is Atma, or self, or soul. But essence, the true nature of you as divine, and you just happen to be having a human experience, versus the other way around, like we're all caught up in the drama and the trauma of daily life. Pretty easy to have that happen. And then every now and then we might think, God, I just need something in my life. I need some peace of mind. I don't know, I'm falling apart here. Does that sound familiar? Or I'm the only one? Right? And so it's kind of designed that way because I do believe that Source made this part of his creation, or creation itself, limited because it's changing. It comes and goes. Where the true nature of Source and Spirit, and we are that individualized spirit soul essence too, it's unchanging. And so I think the limitations we have every day, the thoughts, the feelings, the moods, the upsets, a departed loved one leaving the shores and we don't know where they go and we won't see them again until maybe we go across to the other side. All of that leads us, I think, into a hearty search for Source, for truth, for God. And so all your biggest challenges are, quite frankly, your greatest blessings. You probably have that understanding in each of your lives. The greatest challenges, if you look back, turn into the silver lining of the greatest blessing, because you had to dig deeper to deal with that challenge. And the digging deeper is the nature. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. Every soul matters in here. We need to stay high. It's our title. Stay high. Stay high in the truth and be very mindful about not letting yourself down, forgetting the truth. In the AA program, they say that the acronym, one of them for fear, is forgetting everything's all right. F-E-A-R. Forgetting everything's all right. So yoga, on the contrary, is remembering. They call it mantra yoga, where you just have a little positive statement that reminds you that you are not alone, that the ocean has become the little wave of your life, whatever, and you say that over and over. In the Christian world, they call it practicing the presence of God, where you're just constantly remembering, wait a minute, I got to start with a higher belief, or I'm going to just be totally overwhelmed and stressed out in this incarnation, right? So it opens a portal, just a willingness to go back to AA. I get the thought of the day. I didn't have to go through the program, but I have lots of friends who did. Come on in, guys. You're really important that you are here. In fact, if you weren't here, it wouldn't be the same. So thank you so much. My name is Tom. Welcome. And we're just talking about the need for how life can push us in a corner and just upset us and turn us upside down and really hammer us. But I'm saying that's the greatest blessing, because it might just have you dig a little deeper and realize that without seeking a higher power or a force that is behind this duality, it's going to be really hard, if not impossible. And so in AA, they say the word willing, W-I-L-L-I-N-G, because this morning, if we want to stay high on life, high on the truth, high on who we really are, man, old woman. We need to be willing. Right? Willing. It's got the word will in it. Willpower. Good old-fashioned willpower. Huh? Remember those days where you used willpower? Yeah? So that's what we're going to need, because willing means when I live life, I need God. When I live life, I need God. And it's not to be a sissy. It's not to be like, it's not fashionable, for someone to be really dedicated to the truth. In fact, that is the greatest fashion that never runs out of style. It's the only thing that doesn't run out of style. It's the only thing that stays forever, right? Where everything else, our style, our looks, in fact, this whole body, guess what? It's a dead end. You're going to be dead at the end. And this is a death planet. No one gets out of here alive. In 75 years, hi, welcome, thank you for coming. Wow, what a, is that you? Is that you, Juggle? Yeah. Is that you, Juggle? Get yourself up here and give me a hug, man. What the heck have you been doing? Huh?
I'm living life.
See, I know you're living life. Ah, my man, good to see you. Thank you. This is Thiago, everybody. He's from Brazil, huh? Yes. Yeah? Huh? So Thiago came and he came in here and did our trainings and this and that, and then it's typical for my wife and I, who started this place in 2003. We call them our babies. We call the Soul of Yoga our baby. Because we didn't have real babies, because when I came out of the ashram in 49, I wasn't going to have babies, right? But now I have grandkids. I didn't really have a physical baby, but I have grandkids. So I married Tricia in 2000, and we formed this place. But we've had so many baby souls that have come through. Oh man, knocked flat, knocked out by life, and I love that part. I love this part of this place. Ryan, you may find it too. You come because you're broken. You come because, man, the stress is killing you. You come because you still haven't found whatever it is you need to find that would bring contentment, satisfaction, love, peace for you. So you come here out of curiosity sometime. But I love it to see people just really raw, really crying. They just lost their job, maybe a family member, and it's just falling apart. That raw is what I want to talk about today. Because that's when we're most open, willing to receive help, right? And so maybe there's a good reason that life is difficult and that it doesn't go your way all the time. Maybe not any time, maybe just some of the time. But it really can't go your way all the time, because it's going to go divine way all the time. Your way, if you tune in with the divine, it can be the same. If you don't, helter-skelter. So let's just close our eyes for a moment, everyone. Bring your hands folded to your heart space, honestly. Because I'm thrilled that each of you came in here, but I know it's not random. I know it's not just because someone told you about this place. Please look inside yourself right now, into the flawless mirror of your soul. Spirit it is. Joy it is. Happiness it is. Peace it is. Yes, you. Whereas a regular mirror, you think that there's something might be wrong with you. Well, you might notice some wrinkles. You might notice that you had hair one day and you don't before you even blinked an eye. Changes, man. But look into this flawless mirror right now. A divine reflection of you. Eternal, unchanging, immutable, all-powerful, soul, joyous, full of ecstasy. And please repeat after me. Oh, beloved Spirit.
Oh, beloved Spirit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for my existence in your eternal joy. Help me now to open my heart, to open my mind, to be really willing to turn to you, not just in the bad times, or in just the good times, but all the time. I need you. When I live life, I need you. Help me, Lord. Help me, Divine Mother. Help me, O cosmic energy. Oh, help me eternal light and eternal peace. I lay my life in humble surrender to your feet of omnipresence. And so it is. Inhale your breath, everyone. Let's seal the deal of our intention this morning with an Om sound chant. Om. This is Joy Activator. This is the Holy Spirit. Inhale. The Om, the cosmic word. Om. The vibration of infinite bliss in every atom and beyond. Inhale, one more. Chant it from your soul, baby. And just be aware of the incoming breath and the outgoing breath. We'll just have a little period of stillness and silence. But just be aware of life, like you've never been aware of life before. And as that breath come in, feel so grateful to have this moment where you are aware in a body, because we can only learn our divine lessons in a body. When we can then finally conquer our lower nature and be a perfect channel for the divine. But now, learn to receive and be grateful for life as it comes in your lungs. And when you exhale the breath, can you have a little heart feeling? Something from your heart that relates you to your higher self, to Source. There's got to come from your heart. So the breath in is that divine power of spirit. Breath out is your humble surrender to what is. Keep relaxing your bodies. Let the thoughts go by. Don't worry about your feelings. They come and go too. Just be here now. Kind of regroup yourself for just another minute or so of being totally open, willing, receptive to the inflow of love, wisdom, divine support. Let that last exhale stay out just a little bit longer. And let's just all receive a big breath. And why don't you just bring your arms out and up as you receive this breath. And reach for the sky. Sit your sit bones down. You get some space in your vertebra. And then exhale. Let's float our arms down high. Thank you. You can stand. You can move about a little bit. It's good. Have a seat. Inhale. Let's receive again. You know, I have a theory. This is a little model for world peace right now. Because we're in a positive space. Exhale. We're all doing the same thing in a positive consciousness. Inhale. We're breathing together. We're moving together. And we're harmonized together. Exhale. I want you all to feel the power of the group. I want you to feel these willing souls who came this morning. There's a radiance coming from each of you. Exhale. And it's filling this room. It's filling your body too. It's filling this neighborhood. And it's expanding out, even beyond physical creation. Exhale. I really want you to stop and just for these few movements to really believe that you are something more than you can conceive of right now. Exhale. Open your heart to receive. Inhale. Breathe, receive, believe, reach up, and exhale. Let it be. Let it be. Just for a moment, be without thought. Inhale, breathe, receive, believe, hold. Exhale, let it be. Just for a moment, be at peace. Just for a moment, leave the world alone. Inhale, breathe, receive, believe. Hold the truth as you understand it in your heart right now. And then please let it be. Have a moment where you're not running around, where you're not feeling you have to always do. Inhale, arms up. Couple more, everybody. This is soul, worth it. Believe and exhale, let it be. Could you just for a moment believe that you are enough right now? That you are not guilty? No shame, no guilt, no wrong. Exhale. That you are an immortal soul having a human experience. Once more, inhale, arms up. Thank you. I'm so honored you're here. Exhale. All right. How do we feel now? A little bit better? Thank you. You look a little better. Well, I'll come in something new. I mean, I'm the same way, walking, well, what's really going to happen here? But you know, the times are changing. Yeah, they seem to be getting really crazy. But when things get crazy, what happens is more light is available to us. That's when the great ones that are in charge of everything, unseen, invisible, omnipresent, that's when they're really close to us. When things don't seem like they're going so good. But I'll tell you one thing, that what's happening on the planet right now is what has been a condition that we've all been in. Don't take it personal. The delusion, the duality, it's a kind of a veil we're under, an energy we're under. But it's lifting to the point that you have the faith that it can lift off of you. Each of you individually. And if you have a little more faith today, that you're going to get what you came here for and you didn't even know you could come here for it, something deep, something that you go, wow, I feel better. Man, I'll feel better any day. If your heart feels more comfort when you leave here this morning, to me, that's huge. That's a breakthrough. So what I'm saying is that the veil can lift for those who are ready to look up rather than down. You know, this is, they say, the spiritual eye point, third eye point, the tunnel of light. This is the sixth chakra. It's very high. It's the light that is operating as the very essence of everything physical comes out of the light and the cosmic energy. So right here at your spiritual eye, you have a portal. The same portal when your soul leaves the body goes right out here or out the crown chakra, your soul. That's why in those near-death experiences, when they say I was in a tunnel, they come back, talk about it, and it was a little tunnel, and I was just like, couldn't believe it. I was racing through this tunnel at tremendous speeds. Well, that is your energy. You're from your coccyx center coming right up the center of your astral and causal spine, not just physical, coming up and shooting, and that's when they say, I was in this tunnel and I saw a little crack of light. They saw this. And that crack of light started to attract them to it. And they saw more of it and they said, oh my God, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. And they get near the light and they say, home. Eternal loving light. And then they say they even have a little argument sometimes with the great being that they see on the other side. And starts to introduce them to the reality actually. And they say, we're going to stay. We get to stay. And then the Divine One says, I don't know about that. See, they came back to tell about this. So it wasn't their time. So he says, no, I don't know if you can stay. And they go, no, I want to. I want to. Some people choose to come back because they feel that they can do a better job with their families. They can do a better job after experiencing the light like this. They can do a better job with themselves. They can do a better job, like every moment is like so important that that's the only reality. And how I am in this breath, in this moment, really dictates my future. If you live this moment fully and completely, the future will take care of itself. So I am just putting that out to you in case you haven't thought about these kinds of things like this in a while, that it's your time. It's totally your time. It's a brand new day. I know it's kind of cliche-ish to say that, but it is on the planet right now. It always is for you. Even in your worst hair days, in your worst moments, it is still your time, right? So I wrote this song a long time ago, but it came to me this morning, so I thought we'd sing it. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way, and I'm ready to start to give you my heart. All right? So can we have a brand new start this morning? And sing after me this first verse. It's a brand new day.
It's a brand new day.
I'm coming your way. I'm ready to start. To give you my heart. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. I'm ready to start. To give you my heart. Lord, I give you my heart. Lord, I give you my heart. Can you believe everybody's singing along and pouring their heart? It's a miracle. Lord, I give you my heart. You guys. Lord, I give you my heart. Okay, now here is that little crack of light. So you don't have to leave the body to have this experience of getting a little crack of light. A crack of light may not be something you see yet with physical eyes. A crack of light may be that your heart feels something and it's deeper than what anything or anyone or any situation can do in this world. It's something not of this world, and it's just this little aha, this little intuition, this little feeling that just fills every one of your cells. That is also a crack of light, right? So we're here to stay high and follow what? Follow your bliss. Follow the feel good. Follow the inspiration. I mean, this is an inspirational place here. But, you know, those people I said that they were really raw when they came and they started to feel their oats again. You know what happens? Very frequently. Once you start feeling better again, shoot, there you go. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do this again, blah, 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 and they start playing with fire. They really didn't learn the lesson yet. They really didn't say to God, help me, I need your help now. They got his help, and then they went back to just being, not looking up, not following the higher inspiration, but still following the world, still following all those addictions that we have worldly. So today, though, is like a crack of light. Hopefully it's in your heart right now. And we're going to say, Lord, 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 I'm ready to give you my heart. And then this line, I will follow you night and day. Oh, Lord, I ain't going away. I will follow you night and day. Oh, Lord, I ain't going away. I will follow you night and day. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, I ain't going away. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. Lord, I give you my heart. Lord, I give you my heart. You know, here's an example, and I hope there's someone sitting here. I'm going to mention her right now because we've been having some sessions, and I'm a soul coach and all that. And yesterday she said, "Well, I have company, so I don't think I'll be at Soul Talk today." She's in this room, so she came. But anyway, I kind of said, "Oh, that's great." And then I said, "Okay, that's kind of my worldly thing. Great, do what you want to do." But here's the wisdom side. There are some things in life that are non-negotiable. And if Sunday is your day to get revved up To get infused so the whole week is different? To get the inspiration you need? Whether it's here, John Muir said it beautifully. He said, I'd rather be in the mountains thinking of God than in church thinking of the mountains. So whatever it is you need to be surfing right now, but your heart's still wanting to be focused on this little crack of light, because that thing can come and go. Right? That thing can really come and go. And by Jove, she listened to me, and she's right here right now. Give this woman applause. Because this is the whole point of this morning. So let me tell you this. As a monk in the order of Paramahansa Yogananda, for 25 years, there was a time when the Shankaracharya, who is the Pope of India, came to visit Self-Realization Fellowship, Yogananda's organization. And he wanted to, when the president, Sri Dayamata, heard about it, she said, she asked the monk who was my counselor at that point to arrange it so he'd come and give an inspirational talk on Sunday. Well, this monk went to the Shankaracharya and his secretaries, and he presented that Self-Realization Fellowship, Paramahansa Yogananda would love to have you come and give an inspirational talk on Sunday. The Shankaracharya looked it right in the eye. The first thing he said, Sunday's my day of silence. I don't do that. Okay. So the monk, pranam, said thank you very much, went back and told Sri Dayamata, no, he's not going to do it. He doesn't do Sundays. And she said, oh no, he has to. He has to. Oh, the mother. Yeah. And so the monk humbly went back and got the interview with the Shankaracharya and thought maybe he would change his mind when he heard how definitely Sri Dayamata, Yogananda's chief disciple, wanted him to talk. And he said the same thing. Sri Dayamata wants you to talk. He said, listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. He said, once you give into even a small intention, the rest come down like an avalanche. No, I am not going to speak on Sunday. So we, as young monks, heard that story over and over and over and over again. See, this staying high is about staying true to you, staying true to your word. Because every time we don't, we just collapse, so it is, with our attunement with something that would bring us some relief from the grief and some happiness and some contentment and some connection and some more love that the world can't give you. It just collapses. And then we let ourselves down, and it's a serious illness when you let yourself down. When even on the littlest things, and we all get in the habit of it, I'll call you back. You had no intention of really calling that person back. I'll get back to you, but you don't do it. Or you say, well, I'm going to clean this today in my house. And it's just a statement that you say to yourself. I've learned the hard way, man. Every time I just say something else comes up, no, I'll leave that. All of a sudden, I didn't know why I would get kind of depressed. I didn't know where the depression came from until I realized that if I want to have my energy vibration stay high, I got to be true to every thought that I tell myself. Well, if it's a good one, a worthy one. Otherwise, you don't want to have that thought, okay? And if it's the little things, kids, it's the little things now. I'm just inviting you all to just take with you today. The little things you say. Goodbye, thank you. Would you come back again?
I will. I'm going to come to your movement class, though. I'm going to go surfing.
Okay, all right, good. All right, yeah, it's all good. I do the same kind of thing when people are moving on the mat. It's called Sermon on the Mat, all right? Yeah, so really watch what you say to yourself and watch what you say to others. And it's always good if you can't make an appointment to just get back to them and say, I can't get back, I can't do it. And try not to make up a fib why you can't do it. But really, really stay true to yourself. Stay true to your word, everyone, on the littlest things. Because if we let go of one little thing, the rest, the big things, are going to fall down like an avalanche. Yeah. So that's one aspect of staying high. But the other aspect is to have, I will follow this crack of light. I will follow this inspiration that I have in my heart. I'm going to follow what makes me feel good. I'm going to get a strategy around it. And I'm going to have so many positive things that are really my top things to do to stay high, that I'm going to start to weave them into my life until my life is weaved around them. That everything that I choose to have in my life is going to help me, to support me, to lift my consciousness and stay on focusing on the bright side of life, on the light, that which lifts my spirit. And then, gosh darn, it's going to lift everyone in your family as well when you lift up a little bit. That's a universal truth. So let's just do this one more brand new day with this in mind. And maybe you're going to have a little review of the situation on how you can improve upon something that maybe you said to somebody. I'll tell you, here's the slogan. An ounce of reliability is worth a pound of brains. God, I'd rather take anyone who's just going to stay true to their word than a smarty pants that knows everything about everything. They're difficult people because they're not open to learn either. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. I'm ready to start. To give you my heart. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. I'm ready to start. To give you my heart. Lord, I give you my heart. Everyone. Lord, I give you my heart. Again. Lord, I give you my heart. And mean it. Lord, I give you my heart. And I will follow that crack of light, kids. Follow the feel good, the real feel good. I will follow you night and day. Oh Lord, I ain't going away. I will follow you night and day. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, I ain't going away. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way. Sing it again. It's a brand new day. Follow the light. I'm coming your way. Look up, everybody. It's a brand new day. I'm coming your way, Lord. Lord, I give you my heart. One more. Lord, I give you my heart. And really, really feel like you're reaching in to give that very valuable thing, your heart. It's the heartbeat of life, right? You give your heart to something, good, bad, or ugly, and then you've given yourself away. But when you give your heart to light, to divine love, to the truth, oh, then truth takes you over, you see. Happiness takes you over. And it's just a love offering, my friends. It's a love offering. We've come here this morning to give a love offering. Back to the source of us. Back to the one who makes all of this possible for us. Life. Awakening. The ability to transform and change something not so good to really being good for us. You have that power. You have so much of that power. But you're going to have to be a freedom fighter. You're going to have to be aware of these little things that are pulling you down, and you're letting it happen now. You got to get the highs going first and build your life around the highs. We'll do a song like that, then we'll be a freedom fighter song, okay? But I want you to really consider that you're going to maybe put these lesser things, these distracting desires, these things that really are what Yogananda says are unnecessary necessities, aside. So you can do that which is going to get you high, because your soul is bliss. Your soul is ever new joy, as a matter of fact. I wasn't going to do that song, but now I am. The ever-new joy. It just came through, right? But this is from the Upanishads. This quote, from joy I came. Can you repeat? In joy I live. And someday soon I will melt again into ever-new joy. From joy I came. In joy I live. And someday soon I will melt again into ever-new joy. Ever-new joy. Ever-new joy. See, this vibration, we didn't smoke anything to get this vibration. Nothing. No, nothing. Do you feel it? Do you feel that? See, that's the high. That joy is called high. The joy, the happiness. That's the true essence of this universe, this joy. Creator makes, he makes everything she, he, it. That's power of the infinite spirit with joy. There's that one, Eben Alexander. He was an atheist brain surgeon, and then he got a disease that was incurable, and he was flatlined for like a week in a coma. So he, even in his studies, he knew that if you're that way, but you have some experience in the inner world, that doesn't come because some chemical imbalance or there was a part of you. Because he would always make an excuse when he was doing surgery on someone and someone had some experience. He said, no, that was just something chemical in your body. Anyway, he was real deal, had a divine experience. It's called The Proof of Heaven if you want to read his near-death experience. Now he travels the world talking about this divine experience he had. But right when he went across, and he was kind of just, those early stages of a near-death experience. He wasn't quite sure of anything. But all of a sudden, he heard the sound. He heard the sound. He didn't know what it was. It was a joyous sound. And then he somehow got the vision to look up, and he looked up, and there was this beautiful, it was like a little cherub angel, but they're not like little. They're big. They can get near the earth, and the earth would explode. So powerful are those little angels. But you know what it was doing? It was just kind of making noises because it was so filled with joy. He said it was just so filled with joy, it was making these noises that he heard, resounding in the heavens. So you want to sing the joy song? From joy I came, from joy I came, in joy I live, in joy I live. From joy I came, from joy I came, in joy I live, in joy I live. From joy I came, from joy I came, in joy I live, in joy I live, in joy I live. And someday soon I will melt again. 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 Into ever-new joy. Into ever-new joy. Into ever-new joy. Into ever-new joy. Ever-new joy. Ready? sacred joy, sacred joy. We live in sacred joy, sacred joy. We live in sacred joy. Ever new joy. Ever new. I want to hear the hallelujah. Sacred joy, hallelujah. Sacred joy, hallelujah. Sacred joy, hallelujah. Sacred joy. Ready? Sacred joy, we live in sacred joy. Sacred joy, we live in sacred joy. Sing for the whole world, we live in sacred joy. Sacred joy, we live in sacred joy. Ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new. We'll all sing the word joy together. Joy. Let it spread, resound like an angel, like our soul power is just spreading joy from heart to heart on this planet right now. Heaven has come to earth. Like this is it. On earth as it is in heaven. This is how it begins, kids. It begins with following that crack of light, being true to your word, follow up on the littlest things, and feeling the joy. Following the joy. It's okay to be joyous. Big breath. Sigh it out. Do you feel some joy with you right now? Huh? It's all right if you don't feel it. It's still there. That's called faith. It's still there, even on my worst days. I'm not feeling the joy, but my soul is. So I'm feeling joy. You have to defer and default everything to truth now. Truth has to have the first and the last say in you. Oh, I'm not feeling good. I'm done with that, and I'm going to quit my job. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let that voice have its say, and then defer to your soul, and let it have the last say. Just chill, man. Take a walk with God, and meet him at the steps. All right, take a walk. And so what I do when I walk now every time, because look, you all walked in here, so wow, you are so blessed, right? So blessed. You walked in here. And when walking becomes grabbing the hand of God, so to speak, remembering who you are, and you use that time from point A to point B rather than your mind wherever. But you're in your heart, and this is what I do. I say breath, I breathe, step, God. Breathe, step, God. And any pace that works for you, but you need to take that big breath. Breathe, step, and then God. God. Yeah. Try that one on, because you need some practices like this, because you can be inspired today. You can leave here, and within 5 minutes, if you go to your cell phones when you get to the car, it's gone. We need practices. The other practice I'll give you, and I'm giving you all my tips away for free. When you put your hands on that steering wheel of your automobile, or whatever, Harley, whatever, they ain't your hands. Spirit is driving the car of your life. I like to hire a designated driver. I like to have the Cosmic Mother drive my car. And I hire her as a designated driver because I've been busted LUI, living under the influence of delusion. And I've heard my higher self said, you have to hand over your license to drive your own self around with your limited understanding and everything you think you know. You have to hand that over to me now. So that's what I did. I handed over, my little first response as a human ego, and I gave it to higher self, in this case, Divine Mother. But listen, here's what I do when I drive now. Because if you guys are even coming near touching your cell phones, that's a bad habit. You've got to stop that. Stop it. There's no exceptions. So one way to get you off of that, if you're doing that, you don't have to listen to things on the radio all the time. You don't have to be busy in your mind. These two things, walking and driving for now. Hot tips for today. What I do, I just thank life. I just thank Divine Mother for taking care of every detail of my life. And then what happens after that, I just go through this whole counting my blessings. I feel so safe. I feel like nothing can happen to me. I am so not in myself as doing, because she's the doer anyway. Try it out for size. Just start in little things, just the little hands on the wheel, but then let Divine Mother take over. It's like you're taking the back seat. You hire a designated driver. Oh, you're more aware than ever. See, people don't realize that when they turn to their higher self, they have heightened awareness. They have the clairaudience, clairsentience. I mean, like, you can see a lot better. You might not even have to have glasses anymore. You can hear like animals can hear. Your heart is, oh my God, it's such a tuning station where you can really feel compassion for everything and everyone. All right? So I'll give you those two practices. And a couple more songs. So I write these songs because I so desperately, when I live life, need God. And I so desperately need a tune in my heart rather than a thought in my head, because those thoughts in my head are just worth a penny, whereas a tune in my heart is pure gold. And then I have the experience in my heart of the thing that I need to be practicing and I need to be aware of. So this is my Stay High, Don't Ever Let Yourself Down song. All right? 2 ways you can look at that. Stay high and don't let yourself down from staying high, but also don't give in to not following up on your smallest good intentions. Don't let yourself down. It's kind of a non-negotiable. See, kids, a lot of us are still kind of, maybe this is okay, I'll listen to it today, and then off I go because I'm so busy with life. I got my children, I got my kids, I got my business, but, I don't have time right now to dedicate myself to the truth. What? That voice has got to be, you got to love blast that voice out of existence, man. No, you can't listen to that anymore. That's a very devious voice. You got to have to kind of know that with God, everything is amazing. God created you and me and all the details of life. So you don't think having that assistant with you, so to speak? God is so humble. He said, I'll just be your chauffeur. I'll just be your assistant. I'll be your best friend. I'll be your go-to person. I'll be your playmate. I'll just be everything for you. I'll be your counselor. I'll give you some really good business advice. I'll give you everything. It's not what you know, it's who do you know. See? So baby, stay high. Don't ever let yourself down. Don't ever let yourself down. Baby, stay high. So baby, stay high. Don't ever let yourself down. Don't ever let yourself down. Keep your mind in the sky. Keep your mind in the sky. And your feet on the ground. And your feet on the ground. Beautiful. Baby, stay high. Baby, stay high. Don't ever let yourself down. Keep your mind in the sky. Keep your mind in the sky. And your feet on the ground. And your feet on the ground. And then this is my favorite part. Find out what makes you feel good, go baby, we're talking really good. Find out what makes you feel good, go baby, we're talking really good. Find out what makes you feel good, go baby, we're talking really good. Find out what makes you feel good, go baby, we're talking really good. Oh, baby, stay true, true to what makes you feel really, really good. And baby, stay true, true to what out what makes you feel good. Come on. Find out what makes you feel good. Baby, we're talking. Find out what makes you feel good. Baby, we're talking. Really good. Not just a worldly thing. This has got to be a soulful feel good. Find out what makes you feel good. Baby, we're talking. Really good. Find out what makes you feel good. Baby, we're talking. Really good. Here's where you gotta stay true. Baby, stay true. True to what makes you feel really, really good. And baby, stay true. True to what makes you feel really, really good. And baby, stay true. True to what makes you feel really, really good. You got to feel so damn good. You got to feel really good, baby. You got to feel so damn good. You got to feel really good. Could you just kind of, with just like a flawless mirror introspection right now, just maybe something's going to pop into you, a few things that are really, really good for you, and some things that are really, really not. And you're going to make the swing happen today. Choose just one of those really, really goods and make that non-negotiable. You don't miss, company or no company. Look at your worldly friends, kids. Are they willing to follow you when you really are rocking it spiritually? Are they wanting to come to the yoga classes? Are they wanting to come to change their life? Never. They're wanting to bring you down because misery loves company. Go high. Your love that you will experience, the light that you will experience, will be so spreading into them. You don't make them wrong. You don't say they're lesser than. No, you go high so you can help them. When they go low, you go high. There's no low vibe that can survive the high vibe. If you want to know how to overcome your addictions, go high. Go high. Follow that crack of inspiration. Follow that crack of light. Don't let yourself down. Follow up on every small thing. And remember the joy. When you get frumpy, you got to get back to the joy. You got to hang around with joyous people. Society of joyful minds, says Yogananda. And then finally, everybody, we need to be this. You can sing after me. Freedom. Freedom. Think of your freedom. Freedom from your mind. Freedom from your bad habits. Most people don't think in those terms. Freedom from wasting time. Freedom from just wasting time. You know? Freedom from just things that are just occupying your mind, but there's no heart. There's no real zest. There's no real supernatural about it. Freedom. Freedom. I want you guys to roar this like a soul lion and lioness. Freedom. Freedom. Let's do that again. That's power right there. Freedom. Freedom. If your mind is kind of a little bit distracted right now, that's got to go. You got to let this higher vibe wipe that out. Remember, no low vibe, no distraction, no kind of questioning or having all your reasonings lined up like little duckies in a row. All of that has got to disappear if you guys want to experience that higher self of yours. One more round on just that opening. Freedom. Freedom. You see what you guys are bringing? Freedom. Thank you for pouring your faith into this. Freedom. You can't keep running away. You step into the ring. I'll sing it first. You can't keep running away. Step into the ring. Your turn. You can't keep running away. Step into the ring. Draw out your wisdom sword. Go ahead. Draw out your wisdom sword. It's a weapon of love. It's a weapon of love. Draw out your wisdom sword, everyone. Draw out your wisdom sword. It's a weapon of love, everybody. It's a weapon of love. You can't keep running away. Step into the ring, you guys. I can't keep running away. I step into the ring. I call on my soul. I call on my soul. Everybody. I call on my. It's on a roll. It's on a roll. It's on a roll. And it's shouting into my ear. 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 Become a freedom fighter. Become a freedom fighter. Become a freedom fighter. Become a freedom fighter. We only fight with love and fight with love, everybody. And I fight with love. And I slash away the dark. And I slash away the dark. And I fight with love, everyone. And I fight with love. And I slash away the dark. And I slash away the dark. And I fight with love, everyone. And I fight with love. And bring on the light. 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 Come on and bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring it. Bring on the light. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Bring on the light. Come on and bring it. Anyone? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Yeah. Yeah, that's our closing prayer. That's our closing prayer right there, really. Okay, what is this? As Hafiz says, what is this budding, this sound of laughter and joy that I'm hearing? It's a budding, this budding in our hearts. He says it's the sound of souls gloriously waking up. You okay, Billy? Huh, Buzz? You Buzz and Buzz. I gotta say, that's a great name. That is just a great name. This is Ryan's parents, everybody, Billy and Buzz. And Ryan is heading up the shop here. He's our CEO and he's an owner and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for bringing family today. What an honor. And you too, I will say hi to you after. Nice to see you. And Rudy, of course, and Lise, and Ann Tyler, thank you. Your name?
Nancy.
That's right, Nancy. You come for years. You come from Omaha. Omaha. Hey, that's Peyton Manning. Omaha! He always, and then Kathy and Michael, and your name is?
Jessica.
Jessica. And I've seen you before, I think. Come on. Soul brother, soul sister. And then Lynn. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn's the one that decided that her company can wait, but her search for God cannot. And then Tiago, and Armani. You've been smiling like this, man. I know, and you've been smiling like this. What is that? Huh? Aaron, thank you. All right, let's just put our hands together and lower our chin. So we have this humility is the key here. And we have an open mind and an open heart that really we realize we know nothing and we can do nothing on our own. It's Source. Source are us. And please repeat after me. Oh, infinite Spirit. We are so grateful. To be in this circle of joy this morning. To receive from our higher selves that which we need to know. And put into a practical application. With your help, nothing is impossible. And when I live life, I need you. Oh, supreme joy. Shanti. 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 And so it is. Have a great day, everyone. Namaste. And listen, don't be shy if you feel you want to either pronam to each other as before you leave, or why don't you just go in for a hug and see what happens. I don't think people are going to mind if you go in for a hard hug, right? All right.